Look how clear it is. Alright, I've just realised that I didn't pick up any spare batteries for my GoPro. I'm an idiot. Left them all in the van. But I've been able to get out and do a bit of fishing, which, like I said, I didn't really expect. So we'll have to see what we can make of this. We're going to go and fish over here at the lighthouse. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know if we're going to catch anything. I've got the Samson long cast rod with me. It's kind of a debate between doing the LRF rod and bringing a big rod. And I kind of went for the Samson long cast for two reasons. One, it was the easiest one to reach in the van, although that didn't really matter. I'm not on a time scale. And the other reason is that I can really get to distance. Now I know that there's some deeper rock marks off the edge of this lighthouse that go out to shore. So it's the channel that the ferry comes in. So if I can get out there, I can hit those deeper rock marks. Whereas LRF fishing in this clearer water, yeah, it probably will produce maybe some small fish, but I think I'm more likely to do something with the big rod. So we're going to go over there. We're going to fish the lighthouse. It's a little walk from the car. My in-laws let me drive their car over, so that was a bit stressful. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys over at the point. Right, there's actually some people fishing around the side here, and it's so clear you can see the pollock swimming up to their lure. But they're fishing with a small pollock, and I think they've got just a little bit too big a lure on. Good kids though. We're going to fish this rock mark out to the edge here. We're going to try and walk down a bit so we can get a decent cast. Obviously I don't want to get wet feet. Right, I've got my bag on. Got my phone in my pocket. I've got the Samson long cast rod, and I'm using, if I don't whack myself in the face with it because I'm not paying attention, a H2O. It's not a tic tac, it's a yo-yo. It's one of my favourite lures. It's probably my favourite lure out of all the lures that I own. This looks like a good spot at the end here. Down there looks like a good spot, but I'm not going to wade on. The angle's a bit wrong here. Right, we'll chuck out. That was a nice gentle chuck. I have no idea where it landed. Tighten that up. Might end up moving a wee bit here. So it looks like weed, it's a mixture of weed and sand, but it only looks about 3 or 4 meters deep here. I think the deeper section should be over to the right here. So we're just going to let this nip in. It's a cardinal, it's a danger marker buoy there, signifying reef. So this reef must come right out to that buoy. And then there's another reef on the left there. And then on the right here is where I'm going to kayak fish tomorrow. This rod is too big for here. I should have brought the smaller rod. That's okay, it's good to know. Okay. Right, in that case, let's go over there. This is that black rock. It's sort of sketchy. It's really sketch. I'm not entirely sure about my shoes. Didn't maybe wear the right shoes. Right, we'll come down here. The only problem with fishing off here, and if I do get a fish, I've got to work it around these rocks here. Let's come down here. I think if I come out here, I can get to a bit of deeper water. Tide's coming in, so I am going to get wet shortly. Hopefully not for another few minutes. I mean, that went pretty far. I'm going to get wet feet. I need to move. Just let that sink to the bottom. Might move around the headland a little bit. Keep moving around so we find some nice deep water. There's definitely some deep water here, I just need to find it. Try back up here. Let's try going into the bay. is definitely a lighter rod spot. Should have brought a lighter rod with me. This is definitely an LRF place. Next note for next time, bring the LRF rod. Recording, so I've ended up turning it off, but there's actually an otter or a seal just in front of me. I thought my camera was off. I ended up turning it on. Turning it off. Trying to get in touch with the lure a little bit, see how it's sitting, but I can't quite. I think maybe a little soft plastic would be a better shout here rather than this metal. Just spin this back over. I think they've left, those boys. Fish on. Fish on. Oh no, fish off? No, fish still on? Yes. Yes, got a fish. Oh, have I lost it? I got a little bit of drag. I didn't realize my drag was still loose. Didn't set my drag before I started reeling, and I think it's just pulled itself off with the drag. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh no, Alex, you idiot. Have you lost it? Feels like I've lost it. Yeah. I lost it with the drag. My drag was too loose. That was a good fish as well. Right, try again. There's fish out there. Based on how that. I'm fishing this lure over some sandy ground into reef, and there's a little fish schooling with it, thinking that it's its pal. It's not trying to eat it, it's just following it, like schooling with it. It's next to it, and then when I twitch it, the fish twitches with it. Pretty sure a little wrasse just came out there. It was little though. Definitely should have brought the light rod. I'm gonna have a couple more flicks with this lure, and then we're going to move back to a metal, because the metal was working. I definitely was getting hits, but I got a bit paranoid. Okay, that's been a bad 15 minutes or so. I've lost about 50 meters worth of line, and it's down to user error mostly. I am slightly worried about being able to outcast the spool now with this rod. This reel is a little bit too small for this rod, I think, is the problem. I think that's what I'm running into. Running into some issues that this reel is just a little too small. However, I have just lost a lot of line. A lot of line. About 60, 70 meters worth of line. I think it's to do with this action that I do here on the rod. I put in too much slack, I think, and I'm causing the line not to go back on straight. Anyway, it's now questioning me, making me question what I want to do now, because I'm a bit hacked off about this. I kind of want to have a big cast, and then one more big cast maybe, and then put on another soft plastic, and then I can cast that shorter. I want to have a big cast just to see if I am outspooling the line. Well, I'm not outspooling it, I've still got a little bit left. It should be okay. I just need to manage my rod line better. Is that a fish? That's where I had the fish before. I just need to get better at managing my line back onto my reel. Because I'm sure it's user error that's causing the problem. Yeah, I felt the bottom there, and I felt it snag. Yeah, let's put on a soft plastic. Let's go back to soft plastic. What on earth was that? Was that a fish jumping? That must have been a fish jumping. The fish just jumped out of the water. Right. We're going to have one more big cast out this side. See, why is that happening? Then we're going to head in. This is clearly the exposed side, given the rough weather over here. Offered a bit of weather on this side, no weather on the other side. Impressive, really. Fish on. I'm recording, good. Keep that fish, Alex. Pin it, pin it, pin it. No, 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 no. Did I just lose it? I might have just lost it. Keep that fish. Come on. No, I've still got it. We're good, we're good, we've still got it. Fish on. Oh, it's pull and drag. Here we go. It's a pollock. Swing it in? Yeah. Oh, yes. Right, sit there. Right, quick photo. Quick show to the camera. Oh, he went in sideways there. That wasn't quite as good a release as perhaps I'd hoped, but you know what? Either way. Alright, let's take this camera bag off. See if we can. I could put the 360 camera that I had up back on, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to catch another fish. However, I'm pleased I've caught one. Yeah, I'm just not managing my line properly. Well, first day's fishing. Potentially could have been a disaster, but we seem to have rescued it. So we can get a couple more before we call it a day. I think that's their garden going over to those rocks. So I don't mind fishing the other side of this. First Islay fish. Maybe reel that in a bit quick actually. Right, let's have one more cast. Leave my camera gear there. So the reason I was only going to have one more cast around here was because it's getting a bit slippy to get back. This black stuff is really sketchy. Oh, and here comes the ferry. Oh look, that's a pretty cool time to come around the corner. Just as the ferry arrives. Given the fact that I managed to miss the ferry coming in this morning, when I got on the ferry this morning, there it is. Shows you where the deep channel is, because that's going to have a pretty big draft. Boat. That's what I took some pictures of outside gear. I'll put them in here if I slightly bit here. Right, that's us up. Okay, let's head back towards the car. This is me leaving, by the way. I'm packed up. I'm on the way away, and then I got over the little bridge behind me at the lighthouse. And part of me said, oh, just one more cast off this rock. There's lovely marble in all this rock. I think it's marble anyway. Maybe it's not marble. My rock knowledge is not particularly good. Right, one more cast off the rock. Come on then. Why not? Into the wind. And that's why I brought this rod with me. Because it casts really nicely into the wind.